Hello, welcome to lift class. Today we're going to do combination lifting. If you did last week's class, it's going to be just like that, okay? Different exercises. So we're going to do combination exercises, which means it's mostly going to be upper and lower together. 45 seconds each, 15 seconds transition. We'll go through 6 exercises. Repeat all of those 3 times through. So if you think a minute per exercise, 6 exercises times 3, and then we'll have 2 minutes of core bonus at the end, okay? So it's about 20 minutes of lifting. I know you can handle it. It'll be great. We're going to start with our warm-up, and then we'll stretch it on out. Today's word is I am streamlined. I'm cold right now. It's by my sweatshirt on, so it'll come off as we warm up, hopefully. I reduce resistance and minimize clutter in my life. So I am streamlined. Reduce resistance. Today we want to increase resistance. But minimize the clutter in my life, and that might be like literally, figuratively. We are going to start with our warm-up, so start your watches, tracking weightlifting, water, sweat towel nearby. Your weight range should be light weights because there is going to be one lightweight exercise today. Excuse me. I have 5s for that, and then I have 10s, 12s, 15s, and 17 and a halves. I will grab what I think I'm going to use for each of the exercises. We'll start with our warm-up, and then I'll show you move 1, okay? And move 1 will be a lower body combination move. So that one will not include an upper body, but everything else will. All right, so go ahead and start your watches. I don't have any music to start, but I'm going to start my timer. We're going to start with our warm-up. Toes forward, tailbone goes down and back. We're going to squat, come up to our toes. You'll need a mat. We will come to the floor for 2 exercises, and that's not including our core work, okay? So 4 standing, 2 floor exercises today. Moving through everything pretty quickly. Making sure that you have good form today. So as I give you cues with your form, please listen and just follow along. Remember that we're going to go through the sets 3 times, so if there's a weight that's too light, too heavy, make your adjustment. Let's lunge, rotate, and then switch. Let me think, what else might not be common sense? Typically, shoulders are always stacked right over the hips, just like we are right now. Long torso. If the combinations are too much, you can choose to do one part of that exercise. For example, if I tell you to, which we're going to do, a curtsy with a tricep kickback, maybe you're like, I can't get the kickback, I'm just going to stick with the curtsy. Does that make sense? So if there's something that's coordination-wise tripping you up, go ahead into a big side lunge sway. If there's something that's tripping you up, make sure that you don't stop, that you keep moving. Just eliminate the one thing that might be tripping you up, and then once you start getting it and learning it, try to coordinate your body and add it in, okay? There are a couple different ways to do this. Some people like to go heavy the first set and then see where they're at. Some people like to go lighter the first set to warm up and then grab their heavier ones. I don't care which way you do it. I just want you to show up and do your work. I want you by the end to be fatigued and to be working on strengthening your muscles, okay? Take inchworm out, so give yourself a little runway. Walk your fingertips forward, palms to the floor, plank. Walk it back. You can either go straight legs or bent legs. It's up to you. You could also be playing your own music right now. If you want to pause me, go put on some music, turn it up loud, go for it. And then come back and push play again. Heart rate should be coming up. You're breathing a little bit heavier now. We've got full body work happening here. Things should be warmer. Try one more and hold your plank. You can come to your knees if you want to pause. Otherwise, we're going to take a low lunge, twist. Hold it for as long as you need to, and then switch and do the other side. And once you get through 2 reps, keep alternating until you hear the beep. Middle plank. Swing your leg around. I'm going to hold this one a little bit. Back heel to the back wall. And then I'm going to do the same thing and hold my last one over here. We got 10 seconds left. So keep alternating, or you can do a hold. All right, walk yourself to stand. Move one. I'm going to grab my 17 and a half. Hang it down, feet wide, squat, hinge. That's our combo, okay? One squat, one hinge. So again, bottoms down, back bend at your knee. Slight bend in your knees as you proud chest, flat back, lean forward, squeeze your glutes. Okay? Here we go. Squat, stand, hinge, stand. Squat, stand, hinge, stand. You're squatting, knees forward, toes forward, then look over the ledge, stick your butt back. You should feel hamstrings and glutes. Full leg here. Hamstrings and glutes. All of your leg muscles on the squat. Squeeze your booty. Hamstring and glutes. Tall posture. Shoulders roll down and back. Chin up, chest up on the squat. Chin up, chest up even when you fold forward, okay? All right, headed into a little bit of a lighter weight, say medium weight. We're gonna go reverse lunge, stand. Oh, actually I lied. One, medium weight. You're gonna hold the weight like this at your chest. We're gonna go lunge, curl, lunge, curl, lunge, stand, curl. You have a bicep hold. Then you curl at your chest. You're holding it halfway, elbows bent. Curl to your chest, lower. Lunge, stand, curl. Lunge, stand, curl. Alternating your legs. And you're like serving this out. Holding the platter. Pulling it in. All right, it's a grip like this, or if you need to hold it like this, okay? Different, very light weights next. You can do this with no weights if you need to, okay? Palms face in, turn up sumos. We're gonna come down, arms come overhead. As you stand up, palms come forward, flip it. Up, as you stand up, the weights come down in a circle, okay? So down and up. Stand and circle. Flip your wrists. Come up. A little thinking here. Up overhead as you squat, stand, and release your half circle, okay? And like you see me, I'm not perfectly in rhythm. That's okay. Just make sure that your goal is to, in that sumo, go ahead and stop. Sumo, lift, stand, lower, okay? It'll all come together eventually. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with these weights for this next exercise. We're gonna go curtsy, lean forward, stand up. Curtsy, kick back, stand up. Ready, go. So usually in a curtsy, I would not tell you to lean forward with your belly, but I'm gonna tell you to do that today to get your kick back in, okay? Usually a curtsy, you're upright and we're here, okay? So if you need to start there, start there. Then curtsy, forward. Still push up in your front heel. We're just kind of leaning forward, belly on the thigh, kick back, but supporting ourselves on that front foot. It actually is a little bit of a deeper resistance on your hamstring and your glute as you lay your belly down, kick back. It's like a deep curtsy. And time. Come down to the floor with a heavier weight. We're gonna go pull over leg drops. If you want a mat, grab a mat. 2 moves on the floor. So we're going pull over, leg drop. Everything's up, everything's down. Okay, we're here for 45 seconds. Extend straight arms, extend straight legs. If you need to, bend your knees, tap your heels. Okay? If you need to, just the pullover. Those are your options. You should feel your core, your muscles that run along the back side of your rib cage, your lats, and your serratus as you pull this weight overhead. Extend long. Try not to tap the ground. We're going to try to hover. If the weight's too heavy, switch it out. One more. No weight on this next one. I'm going to challenge you. Body weight only. Superman lift to a full ground up push up. So we're going to toes down, lift, push up from the ground, lower down, lift, push. I'm doing this on my knees. You can do this on your toes if you promise me you're stiff as a board on your push up from the ground up, okay? Squeeze your booty, blades together, lift with your lower back and your Superman, and then core tight as you push the ground away from you. All right, that was set one. Everything we just did, we're going to put on repeat. So now I'm starting to feel a bit warmer. Finally, after set one. Let's see if I can take this off and not be freezing. It's cold in my basement. Okay, so we're back to hang squat, hinge forward. Whatever heavy weight works for you. Toes forward, feet wide. So it allows you enough room to squat down, tailbone back, chest up, chin up. Ready? Squat, hinge forward. Squat, stand, squeeze, look over the ledge, squeeze. Squat, squeeze, hinge, squeeze. It's like a lot of booty work. Squeeze the peaches right now. All right, we went through this once, so right now you're thinking, is this weight appropriate? Do I need to go heavier or lighter? Make that adjustment. If you're feeling it, good. I want you to be feeling all of the leg muscles, abdominals drawn in time. Okay. I'm actually going to I'm going to grab a 15 for this next one. Halfway hold. It's like you're holding a platter. Okay, you can kind of cross over your fingers. Hold it halfway, elbows pinned in. Reverse lunge. Stand curl. Other leg. You get a chance to reset in the middle with your legs. It's like you have a tray of cookies, someone bumps into you, you hit it in your chest. Oh, all the cookies. It's like you have a drink, you're about to give it to someone in this kind of a hold. Someone bumps into you, you spill it on your chest. This is the only time we want something like that to happen. Your biceps should be warm. You should be feeling this. All right, go ahead and release that. Light weights again or no weights. The goal is going to be to try to come down in your sumo as you lift up. As you stand, the weight's lower. I will work on it if you work on it, okay? Toes turned out, palms facing you. Down and up, stand, release. Flip it. Down and up, stand, release. Down and up. If something bothers you in your shoulders here, lose the weights and do this with no weights, just your body weight, just your arms, and work on your range of motion in your shoulders, okay? Your shoulder mobility. Big high front raise. Feel your shoulders and your back engage. If you feel your back muscles along with the shoulders, one more. Better this time through? Okay, keep working on that. I'll stick with these for my kickbacks. They were working pretty good actually, for whatever reason today. So curtsy, lay your tummy down, kick back, stand up. Push into your front heel on the stand up part, okay? So curtsy, kick back, stand up. Curtsy, kick back, stand up. It's almost like a fold forward at an angle, okay? Hopefully this is making sense. Elbows are pinned. I think it does because this is similar to things we've done in Soul Fusion. So I feel like our bodies are going to be like not as confused because we've done it similarly there at some point in the class during total body. So it's almost like you're hinging forward with the leg back. We're just doing it at an angle. You should really feel your glutes right now as you're standing up. All right, go ahead and pause that one. Coming down to the floor with our mat and our weight for pullover leg drop. So on your backs first. Make your way down. We go in 3, 2, 1. Everything's up. Everything's down. Long spine. Let your arms and that weight hover. Arms are straight. If you're feeling it in your triceps, chances are you're pulling with a bent elbow overhead. It can be slightly bent because we don't want it locked out, but not fully bent, not a lot bent, slightly. Okay, remember you can bend your knees, tap your heels. You could even go one leg, then the other. I want you working back and abs right now. Okay, those are great core muscles to be working. Now release the weight, flip over to your stomachs. We've got Superman, ground up, push up. On your knees or on your toes. Anchor your feet. Shoulder blades pulled back, squeeze your lower back. Push off the ground. Squeeze, lift, control, push away. I don't care if this is knees or toes. I do care that you have good form. Draw your belly button in, push the ground away. Your butt's not in the air. You're in a straight line, whether you're on your knees or your toes. And you're pushing out the ground away from you, hollowing out your chest and your armpits, okay? I want you to feel your chest at work here. Biceps and shoulders assist, but it's your chest doing the work. That was time. We have one more set of everything to go. So this is your best set. You've gone through it once, twice, 3 times. You know, okay, well, this is the weight I should probably choose, okay? So if you haven't been going heavy, if you're still just trying to learn the moves, maybe this time go an increment higher, okay? And all of the exercises, except for the sumo front raises, because I feel like that one you should still stay kind of light with, okay? But if you're like, this is too light, go a little heavier. Start with your squat, hinge forward. Squat, hinge forward. I love this. It makes you think a little bit. A lot of these exercises do. You gotta think. Mind and body work right now. Squat, stand. When we move on to core, it's gonna be the same exercise on the right, and then we'll move to the left, okay? So nothing tricky. Well, it is tricky, but I mean, it's like nothing, we're not doing like 2 tricky moves. We're just doing the same move. We're gonna have plenty of time to practice on each side. Once we get there, okay? Let's go ahead into our reverse lunge. You're holding that platter, okay? Lunge it back, stand, curl, release. Hopefully we're getting this. It's different than anything we've done before as far as this hold goes, okay? All right, lunge, stand, curl, lunge, stand, curl. Think of this as like a champagne hold. Not that we hold our champagne glasses this way, but some people, especially when you're little, do you remember holding your wine glass from the bottom? Like if you were little, let me rephrase that. My sisters and I would drink like pop from a wine glass. And when you're little, You think you hold it underneath, stem between the fingers with one hand, and you're fancy. And now we've got these stemless wine glasses that we hold underneath. Pretend like you're holding the glass underneath, you're pouring it in. Pause. Okay, sumos with your raises and your lowers. Toes turned out. Make sure as you're coming down, tall and clear your spine, okay? So, down and up, everything's tall, release. Flip at the bottom. Down, stand, control the down, control the up. So as we come down, yes, that challenges your posture, doesn't it? Okay, there's a reason why we're working this. Your butt comes down, your arms come up, and that's challenging for your core. And think about your back muscles right now, trying to hold your posture up. That's a challenge. Okay, if it's a really big challenge for you, maybe you're like, ooh, I gotta work on my posture. Rolling my shoulders down and back as I'm standing and walking. Sticking out my chest. You know, we wanna walk a little taller and upright, not hunched. Naturally, my body wants to do this. I've got to think about pulling everything back. Curtsy kickbacks. Curtsy, lay your belly down, kick it back. Keep your elbows pinned in tight to your rib cage, to your side. You can even hike them a little bit past your rib cage so that you curtsy, lay your tummy down, kick it back. Curtsy, kick back. It's got a little ring to it, doesn't it? Hopefully you got a little ring in your triceps too, a little zing zing. You're feeling your booty. Your shoulder blades are squeezed together, so you got a little bit of your back. And then your triceps as you kick back and squeeze. I'm saying, yes please, more please, let's work. 5 seconds, so finish off another one here. Coming down to the ground with your one weight for pullover. And then we'll do our Superman push-ups, okay? And then we'll move on to core. We go in 3, 2, 1. Everything up, everything down. Knees bent, legs straight. You choose. You can go one leg at a time. If you're like, yep, that works better. That's my jam. Abs and back. I lightened up on this last set so that I can make sure that I'm focused on my abs. A little bit more this last set. Inhale, exhale on the up. Inhale on the out, exhale from the contraction. All right, one more. Supermans, and then we'll head into our core work. Okay, I'm going to have you start your Supermans while I pull my timer down by me. Ready, set. Superman lift. Push the ground away to your push-up. So Superman lift, push up. Lift, push up. Lift, push up. Got it? So these last 2 exercises, I snuck in a little extra core work on the floor. So when we go to do our bonus, it's really not our only core work today, okay? All right. I'm gonna have you come to a side plank next. Watch this first and then join me. Start on your knee, side plank. Elbow's gonna come up. You're gonna dip your hip, lift, and then turn your torso, tap your elbow, dip, lift, torso, dip, lift, elbow. Does that make sense? You can do this on your knees, your toes. It's up to you, okay? Both knees bent, 1 toe out. 45 seconds on this side, go. Dip, lift, rotate. Dip, lift, rotate. As you rotate down, you're gonna feel your bottom oblique. Guess what happens? You're working the top oblique as well. So I'm doing this on my knee. You can absolutely do this on your toe. I did them on my toes, I think. I don't know, I think I did these on Sunday. And that, or no, maybe it was last week, I don't know. Do it on both and see what can your body handle today. So like this is a little bit too much on my shoulder with the dip. So maybe I just do some on my toes and then some on my knees. All right, pause and flip over, switch to the other side. You can either literally flip around or roll over. Roll over, roll over. So on your knees or your toes, elbow up, go. Dip, dip, dip. When we're done with these, we're going to quick stretch and then get you out of here. So knees or toes, right now this feels good on my knee and my shoulder. Making sure it's your hip that's dipping or not shrugging in your shoulder. So easy to do that. Keep your chest open on the dip. Last one. All right, come to all fours. Curl your toes under down dog. Walk your feet in wide, straddle fold. Hit the back of the legs and the glutes. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, roll it up. Let's take an arm across. The other arm, I'm going to do some quick stretches with you. If you need to stretch a little bit more, please do. Up and over, and release. So stretch a little more if you need to. I will see you back here tomorrow for stretch class. It'll be a little bit earlier. I'll see you then. Bye.